Hi, welcome to another episode of our series on Vedic Maths. Today I will show you a cool method to square any given integer. Like always, I will first cover the method, followed by a couple of examples, and finally I will explain how you can schedule your own speed practice sessions using our practice calendar and the widget, which are part of this booklet. I will provide the link for this booklet containing the practice widget in the description below so that you can continue practicing on your own. I will also provide a link for our daily email problem, where you can receive a daily math challenge in your mailbox. This booklet shows two methods for squaring integers. One for numbers close to 50, and the other for numbers that are closer to 100. In this video we are going to explain both the approaches. So, to use this method, the first step will be to see if any given number n is closer to 50 or 100. For example, the number 61 is closer to 50, while the number 87 is closer to 100. Any number less than 50 will obviously be closer to 50, and numbers greater than 100 will be closer to 100 as compared to 50. To be able to use this method, you will need to remember squares for numbers up to at least 10. But to be able to use the method effectively, you should know squares of integers at least up to 20. We will first look at the method for numbers closer to 50. If the given number n is less than 50, then we first find the difference d by subtracting n from 50. Next we subtract d from 25, giving us, let's say, p. Lastly, we append two zeros to p and add the square of the difference d to get our answer. Similarly, if the given number is greater than 50, then we first find the difference d by subtracting 50 from n. Then add the difference to 25 to give us p. The last two steps are same as before, that is, append two zeros to p, then add the square of d to get the final answer. The method for numbers closer to 100 is equally simple. In this case, you have to find the difference of the given number n with 100. And instead of adding or subtracting it from 25, you have to add or subtract it from the number itself. The rest of the steps are same, requiring you to append two zeros to the end of p and adding the square of the difference to it. Okay, now let us look at some examples to understand the method better. Let's say we take 37 as our first example. 37 is closer to and less than 50. The difference of 37 with 50 is 13. So we reduce 13 from 25 and get 12. We append two zeros to 12 and add 13 square, that is 169, to it and get our final result as 1369. We can take a slightly larger number as our next example. Let's take the number 68. 68 is closer to 50 and greater than 50. The difference of 68 with 50 is 18, and since it is greater than 50, we add this difference with 25 to get 43. We append two zeros to 43 and add the square of 18, 324, to it to get our final result, 4624. Our next few examples will be done using the second method, which is meant for numbers near 100. We take the number 77, which is less than 100, and its difference with 100 is 23. Since 77 is less than 100, we will reduce the difference 23 from the given number, which gives us 54. Notice that for the previous method we subtracted the difference from a fixed number 25, but for this method, we are reducing it from the given number itself. Next we append two zeros to 54 and add 23 square, that is 529, to it to get the final result, 5929. For our last example, let us take 117. This number is greater than 100 and its difference with 100 is 17, so we add 17 to 117, which gives us 134. We append two zeros to 134 and add 17 square, that is 289, to it, which gives us our final answer, 13,689. As a point of interest, if you know negative numbers, then all the approaches can be further simplified by just adding the difference with 25, or the given number, as the case may be. You don't have to remember when to add or subtract, it will always be just the addition of the difference. Okay, now that we have covered enough examples, let me show you how you can become an expert with the method by practicing with the speed practice widget that comes with this booklet. I will provide the link to this booklet in the description below. For most effective speed practice, use a laptop, tablet, or a desktop. Avoid using small screen devices like mobile phones. Along with the practice widget, there is a scheduler on the inside cover page of the booklet. When you use this calendar to schedule your practice sessions, you will receive automatic reminder mails for your practice sessions as per your schedule. To access the practice widget, let us turn over to the page containing the widget. Once the widget is loaded, you can maximize the widget by clicking this button. You can use this slider to select the difficulty level of your practice. Suppose you know the squares of numbers up to 15, set the slider to 15. If you know the squares of the first 25 integers, you can set it all the way up to 25. Interestingly, knowing squares of up to 25 will allow you to find the squares of all integers up to 125 using this method. Let us set its value to 20 and start the practice using the Start button. You have to type in the answer in this input box. Then use the Enter key or this button to submit your answer. Your updated time and score are shown here. Once you are ready to go to the next problem, you can do so by clicking the Next button. For any of the problems, clicking the Solution button shows you the step-by-step solution for the current problem. The animated solution is shown here. There is no limit to the number of problems you can attempt, so keep practicing till you become an expert. Thank you for watching the video, and if you would like us to cover any particular topic of maths, let us know in the comment box.